So yeah, I took a bit of notes for the Bethesda conference, so I'm just gonna rattle them off here in my excitement. Because you know what? Typically, I'm not a Bethesda fan per se. I played Fallout 4, didn't enjoy it that much because I'm not a huge fan in the RPG genre. But some of the stuff they've announced, man, I'm a huge Doom fan. So, okay, we'll start off with the pre-show. We got Ridge 2 gameplay. It's based off an ID engine. It's made by Avalanche Studios, though, so you're going to have a lot of insanity, let's just be honest, because they're the people who make Just Cause. And if you weren't watching my former content of Xbox, you'll know I mentioned something. Did I have it here? Yes. Just Cause 4, December 4th, 2018. So we've got Rage 2, like we got a little bit of gameplay. So they were showing off the Switch. No, this was something that Xbox wasn't gonna do. Admittedly, that's something. Admittedly, they're worried more about their platforms, which is PC and Xbox. So that's fair. They were showing the Switch like kind of the first of consoles, which was okay. And then Pete Hines shows up and he shows off his oh yeah, we're the champs, baby, Washington Capitals shirt. I was just like, come on, man. You don't need to rub it in the faces of Canadians watching this whose teams haven't won this in the past. That's whatever. That's a whatever. But and then the joke he makes right after about Rage 2 that was leaked from Walmart Canada. He's like, thanks, guys. Complete. I was going to do a meme of this, but well deserved, man. You get a clap and a half from me. So we got the stage act and the press with all the confused faces because why are we having this? Like, even as a fan, it was just kind of like, we came here to see the games. Give us the games, brah. At that point, I was thinking Cringe Fest 3.0 because last year's wasn't great. But they had one of the guys at ID and the head designer, the director for this game from Avalanche come in. They were talking, and then the transcriptor stopped working. So there was a bit of an awkward moment, but you know, this is a press conference. Those things happen. So that was something, and then we got a little bit of the gameplay and the story. And I'll be honest, seems like the main character Walker has a little bit of the Blazkowicz issue. Basically, kill everything. Don't give a crap if they're enemies. It's very power-up based. It's very Doom-like in the way of its shooting, and it's coming spring of 2019. So we got Elder Scrolls Legends news, the card game, just in case you wanted to know. It's out already on iOS and Android. It's coming soon to the Xbox One, PS4, and Nintendo Switch. So, you want your card game on your Xbox or your PlayStation or my Nintendo for crying out loud? You got it. We got some Elder Scrolls Online news. It's reached 11 million players, which is huge. It's got new DLC coming up, Wolf Hunter, which is basically your werewolf based. Then there was some Black Marsh DLC that I wasn't exactly paying attention to because I'm not a huge Elder Scrolls fan, so yeah. And then we got the Doom Eternal trailer. It's time for Demons on Earth. 2 times the demons. This one's going to be more revealed to us at QuakeCon. The guy was rattling off information. He said, there's 2 times the demons, so I recorded that. Then we got the Quake Champions Community Manager come out. I saw his shoes. I was like, what are those? I saw his shoes. What are those? I didn't like them. So, yes, you need a Bethesda net to do this. There's a free version coming out, so you can keep playing after the expiry. All you need is about Bethesda event a Bethesda thing. That goes on till the 17th. So if you're watching this from the 10th to the 17th, get your on and start playing Quake Champions today. The Prey update. There's an update going live to Prey tonight. Okay. So yeah, it's a hide, and there's going to be an update in the future. It's a hide and seek update. Typhoon Hunter. It's going to be available for VR. Pete Hines expressed that. So yeah. We got Wolfenstein's release date on Nintendo Switch. So if you've been waiting for that, that's June 29th. They announced a Wolfenstein Youngblood, which is based off of B.J. Blazkowicz's twin daughters, so that's going to be interesting. It's a co-op based game, so if you're interested in shooting up Nazis with, with your friend, you can play Youngblood when it comes out. They didn't give a release date. 2K19. Okay. I did take a note of that. So Pete Hines came out and he announced Typhoon Hunters and Prey is going to have its own little VR mode, as well as a game called Wolfenstein Cyberpilot. Now this game they didn't show anything of it, but it's basically you take over Germans' mechs, and yeah, it's also a VR game. And then Todd Howard came out, and we all knew he was going to announce Fallout 76, a lot more to do with it. But first, we got to remember, this is Todd Howard. So he sounds like a 20-something-year-old like me. And he likes to have fun on the stage and make a few jokes, including making fun of porting Skyrim to everything. Including, in this one, he had Alexa and a Samsung refrigerator featuring Jordan Peele. Oh no, was that Key or Peele? I don't know. One of the Key or Peele guys. It was hilarious. I'm sorry. That was just gold. Thank you, Todd Howard, for doing that. So yeah, we got to see the same trailer as the Xbox conference, but then new gameplay trailers. This new lighting, it looks really good actually. It's like previously leaked. It was an online game with solo elements, so you could still play solo player. It's just, but you can join your friends when you want to. There's emotes. It's a dynamic multiplayer. You can play against other people, or you can play with other people, and you can bomb others. So if you want to take out somebody's camp who's being an ass to you, you just flat out bomb the thing. Okay, and then there's the Break It Early test application. I love the name they used there. Break It Early. And you know what? Todd Howard's like, yeah, we've shipped games that weren't finished, but here's a beta so you can test out the online mechanics. And ZeniMax is going to have in this. So that's... And Fallout 76 is releasing November 14th, 2018, in case you wanted to know. So we got Fallout Shelter coming to PS4 and Nintendo Switch tonight. The day of recording this is the 10th, remember? So that's available now for free on PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. Then we've got Elder Scrolls Blades, which is a mobile game that you can play in VR. If you have an iPhone 10, it looks a lot better, but he showed a very good demo of it, and it looks, he's like, it was pretty ambitious, but we got her done. It's basically, there's 3 modes. There's the town, which is basically your story mode. There's the dungeon, which is basically just go through as many dungeons as you can, and then the arena where you fight player to player. He did mention it was for VR as well, so in case you're wondering. It is a free-to-play game, and it is launching this fall. You can pre-order it now on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. So in case you're wondering, I don't have it on this. I'm not going to put it on my iPod. I'm going to put it on whatever my next phone is, because my Pixel might not be strong enough. And then we got a couple of teasers from Todd. Okay, it's the next game that Bethesda Studios is working on is Starfield. That's a space-based game. There wasn't a whole lot more than that we got. And then we got a pretty blank teaser of the landscape of Elder Scrolls 6. Somebody might find more of that, but it's just, that's what we got. Blank trailers. But, I mean, at least we know what they're working on. So, Starfield is a new franchise. It's completely new to them. That's the first original franchise in 25 years, according to Todd. So that's kind of exciting to see something like that. So, what are the takeaways from Bethesda's conference? Now, I've done this for 10 minutes, so I'm just going to go through what I'm excited for. I'm excited that Quake Champion has a free-to-enter mode now. Download that free. I'm glad they're having a Doom Eternal. That was a great game. Yeah, I'm excited for QuakeCon now. So yeah, I was waiting for Wolfenstein to come out on Switch, even though I have a PC that can definitely run Wolfenstein 2. I was waiting for Switch because I wanted to play it on Switch. And I might buy Fallout 76 depending on what my friends do. Yeah. I quite enjoyed Todd Howard making fun of porting Skyrim to everything, because he was like, well, we know what you're actually here for. I'm going to get up now and do an imitation. I gotta back up and move the chair. We know what you're here for. Oh. Okay. We know what you're here for. What console we're going to port Skyrim to next? Here's the look. And then it goes on to that ad, which is absolutely a gold. Yes. That was pretty good. In my honest opinion, they're using their consoles well. They're doing everything that EA didn't. EA was okay. It wasn't like they were just announcing games. Like, oh, we don't worry about Nintendo Switch. Even FIFA 19 isn't coming out on Switch anymore. So something tells me that there was something shady going on there. Now, I know EA's not really. And you know what? Unravel 2, a perfect game for Switch. I think EA had more to do with that than the developer of the game, than what they want to tell us. But I think that's that. Also, Fallout Shelter coming to Nintendo Switch and PS4. I might pick that up. Blades, I'm kind of hesitant on, but it does look interesting. Fallout 76 is definitely something interesting. It gives me a reason to play out with my buddies. I really like these first-person RPG style mechanics that Bethesda uses in their RPGs. I really enjoyed the jokes that they pulled. The one where they went after Walmart Canada for leaking information that they weren't supposed to. Yeah, thanks. So yeah. The thing I really didn't like was Beginning of Rage 2. Why did you have that? I just wanted to see gameplay. If you wanted to give a shout out to those guys, you could have just given them a shout out. I feel like that was a waste of my time for watching that. I watched the Cringe Fest 3.0. Oh, but really enjoyed that. It's kind of had a feeling of if Miyamoto, who wasn't exactly planned to come out on stage at Ubisoft's E3 conference last year, came out, and yeah, but man, am I excited for Bethesda games all of a sudden. I mean, yeah, I know Bethesda is kind of like one of the oldest players in the market, for crying out loud. Todd Howard's been there since pretty much the beginning. The first game they produced was John Madden Football. The original John Madden that was, actually, it was developed by Bethesda and then produced by EA. But once Bethesda got out of that, they've made some really good games in the last couple of years with Doom, Wolfenstein. Prey apparently was really good. Some of the mobile games they've had were like, even I've even played Fallout Shelter on this on my computer. I really enjoy it. It's not like I'm because I'm so much into the Pokemon TCG online. I might not pick up Legends, but I hear it's real. I hope it's really good. So yeah. So yeah. Anyways, that is my time for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Tomorrow, we're getting the day started off right. We're going. Maybe I'll report on Square Enix. I'm not sure, but we'll definitely report on Ubisoft and Sony, because those are two huge ones. Because I know Ubisoft usually has a large press conference, so it might be exciting to see. Like I said, I have sheets. I still have a bunch of these Pokemon notes, so yeah. Anyways, man, this has been the first 2 days of taking notes. Literally, the first 2 days of taking notes, I filled up all of these. Ay, ay, ay. Anyways, that is my time for today. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you hit that like button if you did, that subscribe button if you didn't. Well, that subscribe button if you really want to pay attention to the next few. That dislike button if you didn't. Sorry about that. If you hit that subscribe button if you didn't, I'm very sorry. That was bad. Yeah, so we'll see you in the next one.